everyone, it's Tambarambaa, also known as Tammy Porter. Thanks so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. We're going to create this cute little page in my Art by Marlene mini journal. So I'll just take you through what I used. So I've got the new party animals, which I love. I've got this colourful collage paper, and of course I've got my new little mini book, and I have got the Deco screen stencil, which is the new one. I've grabbed a few brushes, and then paint wise I end up first of all I'll use the sticky glue, but I go with Royal, which is purple, Funky, which is neon pink, fluoro pink, Happy, which is yellow, Kissy, which is hot pink, Mermaid, which is aqua, and Ballet, which is pink, and pretty much many of my favourite colours, my go-tos. Okay, so let's get into this. So I have had a crazy couple of weeks, an amazing couple of weeks, but many of you some of you that may be watching may know what this was all about. So I went to a Natalie May scrapbooking retreat, and in Harndorf last weekend, when I'm filming this on the Monday week after, and there was 100 women, and we just had the most fabulous time. So I was privileged to be asked to be the guest teacher, and I taught 4 classes with all Art by Marlene stuff, and it was truly amazing. I had some sponsorship from Studio Light, and just the women were just incredible, and we laughed and we cried and we did all the things, and it really was something I will never ever forget. And probably one of the best things is there's so many people that I met in person that have been commenting on my work online for years, and it's just so good to meet you. And the energy that was in that room, I think when you're with 100 people that get what you do and get what you love, that's really special. Sometimes we can show friends or kids or family members or partners, and they're sort of like, oh yeah, but they don't really get it. So being in that room with all those people, just incredible. I'm really missing it. And then I've come back, and I had a couple of big days at work with events that I'm helping run, and then it was my son's 21st birthday party at my house, so it was chaos. Anyway, hopefully this week we're starting to settle, and while I've been rabbiting on, I have been creating. So I basically began by choosing some of the colourful collage paper and tearing off a large corner and gluing it straight into my book. And I haven't pre-gessoed. A lot of people ask me about with this album whether I have gessoed, and no, I haven't. So I glued that down, and then I do my favourite thing, which is once I start with a piece of paper, Marlene has started that beautiful art for me, so I just try and make it look like it is that I've done it all. I try and match that paper and hide that paper, and anyone that did some of my classes got to have a go at this technique. So I just basically came in with a bit of stencil work with the Deco screen. I love doing one colour, letting it dry, and then putting another colour over the top and pulling it off, and you're getting that contrast. I do lots of little mark making, which is my other go-to. And of course, using a little bit of neon as for pops of colour here and there, just to make all those other colours sing around it. Yeah, so that is basically what I've done, and I picked out the little hippo because I guess I'm thinking about that weekend, and as you know, my art journaling always reflects what's happening for me in life. So I was thinking about, and I guess the thing I was thinking about is, on top of all that, I'm a little bit proud of me because it's, I haven't done any teaching to a large group of people. I probably only ever taught to 20 before. I get really nervous when I have to speak in front of lots of, even just 10, 15 people. And I wasn't sure how I was going to go in a room of 100, but because everyone was so supportive, it was just amazing. And I'm just feeling a little bit chuffed that I said yes and I did it. So I wanted to record that. So I am this hippo who's having a bit of a party at retreat, and I've just written, she decided not to listen to that voice that told her she couldn't. She did it anyway, and the colour rose up to greet and support her. And that colour is the paint, so that's all coming up to greet the hippo, and the light is coming in on the other side, so she's surrounded by light and colour. And the colour is also everyone that was on retreat, and Natalie, May, she was amazing. It was fantastic. I couldn't have felt more supported. So yeah, so I just wanted to document that feeling, and so that is what I have done here. And I did also grab a black pen and do a bit of scribbling. I tried to sort of copy some of Marlene's marks that are there already. And now I'm adding a little bit of shadow to the left-hand side of the hippo, just because the light is coming from that right-hand side. And so I'm just creating a little bit of shadow and then grounding him, myself, grounding me, the hippo, onto the ground. So it looks like I'm actually standing on something and not floating in thin air. So then I decided that's the end of the page, and I'll go through some close-ups in a minute. But I did just decide to give you a quick flip of this album, because I have been using the little party animals in it, and it's super cute. So I finally got the video to focus, but the reason I'm having trouble is my cat Ziggy is just on my table, and I was pushing him and he wouldn't get off, and I'd already pressed record. So I've edited a little bit of that out, but he's just there and I'm pushing on him. So I'm just going through the various pages so you can have a look. Some of these I've put up and some I haven't yet, so you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek. And now Ziggy has decided to give me a little bit of space, so that's nice. So yeah, so these party animals are gorgeous, and I really enjoy this size. It's, you know, it's quite quick to have a play, and it's just a cute little size. This one I actually did do on the retreat, and this one I did do on the retreat. So besides of my teaching, that is the only 2 pieces of art that I got done. Anyway, it's not about that. It was all about us connecting and hanging out. So thank you everybody for being here and for listening to me rabbit on a bit today. And any of you retreaters out there, mwah, 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 miss you all. And I do also want to do a big shout out to Marlene. I was so proud to represent her and her company and show her products off and see people en masse playing with. It was fantastic. Okay, that's all from me.